Well, hello and good afternoon, everybody. Hey, everybody out there listening and watching and enjoying the sun that we're having, at least here in the Seattle Tacoma area, in the 80s yesterday and today. But I want to welcome you all to the Psychic Spectrum radio show. My name is Skip, and my wife, Sharon, is not with us because she is still recuperating from her back surgery. So she says hi to everybody, and hopefully, I can get her to where she's feeling good enough to sit in the chair with me here today, or the next time we do this, which is going to be Tuesday. So every Tuesday and Saturday at 1 o'clock, we are live on the air. Um, I am here today all alone. Like I said, I'm going to take your questions. When we get to that part, you can go ahead and start typing them in now if you want, and we'll answer them in a little bit. But I want to remind everybody that's local here, that's watching, that every Wednesday night we do the Psychic Showcase, which you can join in live local, or you can do it online from wherever you're at. And the reason we do that is because we want people to learn about the metaphysical and the paranormal. And this week's speaker is going to be an. Wow, I got green stuff on my hands. Look at that. What's that? It must be off of those trees. Yeah, because I moved my hand. Weird. Anyhow, keep my hands down. But our speaker is going to be on animal communications. And she says, do not bring your animals to the psychic showcase if you're local. We don't need to see the animals live if you're with us online. What we do need to see is a picture. She wants says everybody bring a picture to communicate of your animal, whether it's a cat, dog, horse, gerbil, a lizard, whatever the case is. But bring a picture of it. And if you're online, you can show a picture by sharing the screen, because when you're online with us, we put everybody online up on the big screen, and everybody in the room can see you, including the psychics and the speaker, and you can see everybody in the room, the psychics and the speaker. So um anyhow, she is going to do the animal communications and connect with animals that you want to connect with. Now, the next thing I want to tell you about is tonight. This is only if you're local. Every month on the second Saturday of the month, Sharon and I do what is called it's a no host dinner, but it's a dinner for anybody who wants to join in on the Psychic Spectrum Saturday night dinner. We just go out to eat with crazy uh normal everybody who wants to come, people of like minds, and we just have dinner, we talk, and it's kind of the one night we get to be amongst people without having to be psychic or having to do psychic things. When there's no psychic going on there, it's just we all like-minded people gather and have dinner, and we have a lot of fun. And Sharon's going to miss this one. However, I am going to be there if that's any prize. Anyhow, we just have fun. And so come and join us, have good dinner. It's at El Toro restaurant on North 26th Street in Tacoma. But you can find the address on our website at psychicspectrum.com. Okay, so that's uh, printed there. Another thing is I want to say hi to everybody who watches our shows on the archives, because it's always nice to know that people go and watch our shows after we do them, because some people can't catch them live, but they do watch afterwards. And some people find us by chance and they say, who are these people? And then they subscribe and they start listening. So what you can do is all of our shows are archived on the internet, and all you got to do is pick your favorite podcast app and just search in Psychic Spectrum Radio, and you can find us. Um, they'll be on there. But a better way to do it is to go to YouTube, click on or search Psychic Spectrum Radio, click on subscribe, and then click the little bell that's next to the word subscribe. You just tap that, and then it will notify you when there's a new show coming on. It'll be a reminder. So you can go ahead and join in. And also there's that's a good thing because even if you can't catch it live, you remember that, oh yeah, there's a show. And when you get the time, you can go ahead and check the latest one out, or all of the shows. And we've got shows archived from uh, I'd say probably 5 6 years ago. We started archiving our radio shows as podcasts, and now we just do the podcast radio shows. Okay. So, by the way, Psychic Spectrum mugs. That background's just killing everything, isn't it? Got to get closer. There we go. It's got Psychic Spectrum on it, and on the other side, it's probably going to show leaps on our faces, but it says, "We knew that." And anyhow, that's the Psychic Spectrum mug. They're available on our website if you want to have one. So go there and check them out. I want to say hi to everybody that's online with me now, that's checked in. Terry T is the first one today, and then Crystal over in northeastern Washington. Terry, I can't remember where you're at. I forget. And then there's Carol from North Dakota, which is where my family is from. Germany to Russia to North Dakota, the Germans. Debbie's with us from down in Texas. She said, "Did you get to see the Northern Lights last night?" No, I was taking care of my patient. Um, we kind of went to bed. I had She got into bed. I gave her some stuff, and we had company last night. And Jeannie was with us. Oh, she just joined in. She said hi. Jeannie came over and talked, and then Sharon went straight to bed, and I took care of her. Then I sat down and watched some TV and forgot all about the Northern Lights. Linda's with us. She says, "Okay, I'll get to that in a minute." Uh, Oh, Crystal says last week's speaker was great. Good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Again, this week's speaker at the Psychic Showcase on Wednesday is going to be Susie, Animal Communications. Just bring a picture. Don't bring the dogs or the cats or anything like that. Yeah, it is Susie, Crystal. Let's see. Linda says, "Get well soon, Sharon." I'm sure she's watching from her phone. And Cindy's with us down by Olympia. She says, "Hi, continuing prayers for Sharon as the pet whisperer, Susie. She's totally amazing." Yep, she's the one that's going to talk this week. And then the next week after that, we have a lady who wrote books about, it's called UFO, the Pleiades, or no, the connection to the Pleiades, or something like that. Anyhow, she's going to talk about UFOs and our one particular UFO incident. Um, it's very well written book from what I'm being told. Okay, I haven't read that book. I've read other stuff about it though. Um, let's see. And Terry T says, "I have a work question. I'll get to questions in a minute." Um, let's see. Haley's with us. Oh, hi. How are you? Haley, where are you at? Are you a first timer? The name sounds familiar, but I can't remember that picture. You might have changed it. Let me look at that picture close. Yeah, you might have changed it. What is that? Oh, Stitch. Okay, she's Stitch. Okay. And Carol says, "I forgot about Wednesday. Forget about the Wednesdays." Yeah, every Wednesday night at 5. I start the online part of the show at about 5:15. Um, and then we go live with the show actually happens at about 5:30 to 5:40, and that's when we begin. And so you guys can join in from anywhere you want around the world. Let's see. JM, hi. She says, "Hi, Skip. Hi, Sharon. I hope you are listening. We are listening." Oh, she hopes Sharon is listening. Haha. She's listening. I'm pretty sure she's listening. Universe Empowerment Connector, Stacy from Boise, Idaho. Oh, nice. Hey, that's cool. Stacy, welcome, and thanks for checking in and saying hi. Um, we have a lot of people that we know that live in Boise or around that area. In fact, oh wow, someone just told me that they were, a friend of ours told me that she looked in Idaho for some places. Oh, Haley says Tacoma. Not. She says nope. I'm not a first timer. I thought so. Um, my kids change her picture all the time. Yeah. All right. Well, that's good. At least you got them involved in something that is technological, because the whole world's going to be technology in the future. So it's all about technology. That's where everything's headed. Um, let's see. I'm going to go back to. I'm going to take a couple questions and then talk about something else for a minute. Let's see. Linda says, "Do you see any money coming my way?" Oh God, how do I say this? No, I really don't. It's like, as things, if you keep doing things as they are now, no, but later on there's money coming. Um, but it's not in time for what you're needing or having to have it for. So I'm just going to say that you got to make some changes to what's going on, and then the money will start to come your way. Um, you do have two opportunities to do that too, Linda. They're coming up. So if I were you, I would take a good look at what you want to pick or choose out of those two opportunities, if not both. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Crystal, I want to say something. She asked, "Is it Susie that's speaking Wednesday?" Yes, it's Susie. Um, and Susie Davis, she's one of the psychics on our panel. Um, this time I'm going to let her talk about animal communications. I've had other people, but it's like, let's do a little advertising for the people on the panel. Because we have Doug talk from time to time, and then we have Reese talk, we have Susie talk every so often, and then myself. But yeah, we're going to uh, have somebody else. Now, Terry's question, she said, I have a work, he or she, I can't remember. Doesn't matter. I have a work question. Down below it says, so I have a dilemma. Should I break off the contract and work with Hospital H, or reassigned to Hospital G under the same contract? Hmm. I really think that there's more benefit to staying with reassigned to Hospital G under the same contract. Um, and Terry, it seems to me like it's either more long term or more contracts under that hospital. And I think it would benefit you to stay there more. However, I mean, you got to make the ultimate choice, because you got to be happy where you're working at. And maybe you're one of the people that you just kind of like to have change come every so often. But I'm looking, what I'm getting is long-term benefits, recurring benefits. So that would be another contract there. Um, almost like for a long time, extended period, I should say. So I think that's just the best way I can answer that. Okay. Let's see. Stacy, she says she's a first timer. Okay, I got that. Thank you. If you're on YouTube too, Stacy, click the subscribe button and then click the little bell, and it'll notify you when we do a show. Debbie's got a question. She said, "In Chuck's dryer is truck can't talk is Chuck's dryer vent clogged with lint? Supposedly, the outside vent was cleaned recently. Heating element seems to be just fine. So apparently, it's having a drying problem." And I'm going to say that yes, I think there is. They might have cleaned it out, and what I keep seeing is either they push things into a clog from one side or both sides and made a clog. It needs to be re-cleaned out. Definitely has a clog. Because I'm seeing a clog, like I don't know how to describe it. Like if a pipe was like that big around, there's a clog in the middle somewhere, and it's like if they pushed to clean it out, they pushed in, and then pushed out going outside. They didn't get it. They made a bigger clog, is what they did. Okay, Jeannie. She says people have been jumping in the lake here since Thursday and racing radio controlled boats. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Jeannie lives on a lake. Um, and that's cool being able to swim and do those kind of things. But the radio controlled boats, that sounds like fun. I've always wanted a big radio controlled boat that goes fast. So I might have to look for a used one and see if I can pick one up. That sounds fun, Jeannie, especially now that the weather's starting to get warm. Linda, you're welcome. Haley says, "Oh, Payette, Idaho is my hometown. Kids are extremely smart with technology these days. It amazes her." Yeah, and you know what, Haley, we know somebody actually who lived in Payette for a long time. She owned, and I think she still owns property there. It's probably gone to her kids now, but a couple of houses there, I think. Anyhow, and she has her business, well, had it based out of there. I think she may be passed away. I'm not sure. So anyhow, yeah, Payette, Idaho. We've never been there, but she's talked a lot about it over the years. Haley, Stacy says, "What's my next best steps regarding being a better channel? Will a medium or galact? Will I be a medium or galactic channel?" There's nothing wrong or nothing out of the way that's going to block you from doing probably both. But what I'm looking at is I think you would be better served by being working on your mediumship skills. And by mediumship skills and working on them, what I'm going to tell you might upset some people. Okay. Um, I don't want to say this to people get their hackles up, okay, but I'm just going to say it. If you want to be a medium, be a medium. But if you're going to try and channel the dead, I'm going to tell you to get a Thompson's Chain Reference Bible. That's what it's called. Thompson's Chain Reference Bible. Look up channeling with spirits, connecting with spirits and spirits communication. It says right in there, and I'm not a big Bible thumper, believe me, but it's a good guide, is what I call it, and it works and it's very good. You do not give up control of your body. Um, period. That's number one. And people who channel do that. Learn to be a true medium and connect with them on a spiritual basis. Let them give you messages without you giving up control and being a real medium. In other words, you've seen John Edwards' work probably and James Van Praagh, people like that. And that's the way Sharon and I do it is we don't give up control of our bodies. If you want to learn to do the control of your bodies thing, I think you're doing the old fashioned thing. And we have people we know that do that. I won't say friends, but I'll say acquaintances, and they tend to end up having problems. Okay. So that's the best way I can say it. So I think being a medium, working on your mediumship skills, defining them, honing them, learning more is your best route for you to do. Um, at the same thing, though, galactic channel, I believe there are other beings out there, and so does my wife. And Sharon and I take the stance that okay, people can connect with them. I'm sure that they are around us here on Earth. We've been visited. There's just too many things in history to show us that. Oh no, there hasn't. So that's a bunch of baloney when people say there's no alien connection on this Earth, and I think that they're around us. So um, Stacy says, "Thanks. I wouldn't give up my body either. I prefer being a conscious channel, not a trance channel." Exactly. That's right. And I'm going to say this again: the words trance medium and trance channel, those things went out with the '60s. You know, it's like those are old school words, and it's just better to be a medium, and it works out better for everybody. So good. I'm glad you understand that. Terry T says thanks, best wishes, Sharon. Our wishes to Sharon. And Debbie, you're welcome. Spencer, hey, Spencer, our friends, Spencer and Karen up in, I think, Linwood, Washington, north of Seattle, um, saying hi. Sharon is doing better. It's really weird. You know, everybody that doesn't know this, she had two vertebrae in her back fused, not this last Monday of this week, but Monday of the previous week. And she was doing really good, and she's been walking around the house with her walker. She actually went outside, walked across the cul-de-sac a couple times just to be out and walking. And all of a sudden, yesterday, I think it might have been the day before, all of a sudden she woke up and it hurt. I think the nerves are coming alive now. So she's doing okay. She's controlling it, but this nerve thing, the medication she has for um, the pain is not working. So we're gonna wait and see how it goes. Monday, we'll probably end up calling the doctor and see if we can get some answers, if this is normal or expected or what. But she's doing good. Um, I'm really surprised. You know, it's funny because the doctor fused her vertebrae with two titanium mesh rods he put on the spine on two vertebrae and screwed them in to the top and bottom of the rod onto the bone. And he said that she'll gain an inch in height. And when she stands up, I can actually see it. It feels different after 49 years of looking at her. It's, you know, and slowly we all get older. We slowly go down in height. But I look at her and it's like I can see that it just feels like there's a difference. So it's weird how it works, but yeah, she's doing good. And she does say hi to everybody. Um, she won't be with us at our dinner tonight, um, at the El Toro in Tacoma, but she wants to be there, but she just not able to sit that long in those kind of chairs. Um, but I am really happy that she's up and walking around in the house, and actually went outside one time. So in fact, we were gonna go outside. I think it was yesterday, might have been the day before. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Anyhow, she was gonna go outside and walk, and when she got up, it's like, ooh, the pain was there. And as the day went on, it got pretty intense. So, um, oh, Haley, she wants to know a name. Okay, I gotta think. Oh man, if you wouldn't have asked me, I could have remembered her name. Hmm, that's her hometown too. Oh God, Stacy, I can't remember what her name is. Wow, I don't know. I don't know. Um, oh man. Anyhow, I don't want to. I don't want to sit here and try to think of it. But I'm pretty sure. I know she's from Payette. What the heck was her name? Wow, it wasn't that long ago that we had connected with her. Um, let's see. Haley typed in. She said on Valentine's Day, my apartment caught fire. Oh gosh, we lost everything, and it was electrical. I have a lawsuit going against the owners. Good, because you will win. You will prevail. And is it looking like it's going to be going in my favor? Absolutely. They should be held responsible. Um, there's some responsibility that's going to come through there, and it's going to cost them. Um, yeah, stick with it because I think it will be something that you can prevail with. Okay. Um, Once I'm held responsible. Also, my daughter wanted to know about the other kitty whom was in the fire. We never found him. His name is Carlos. If he is still alive or not. It doesn't feel like he's alive to me, Haley. Um, I really don't. I really don't think so. Sorry, gotta say it. And the lady in Idaho, I can tell you this: she moved from Idaho to over by Shelton, Washington, and then she moved back to Idaho the last we heard, and I like I said, I think she's passed now. She might still be alive, but her son, she got dementia, and her son took her to and one of her daughters to, I think it was Utah or Oregon or Colorado, someplace like that, to live with her. And what she did was her company was something she founded and ran on her own, and she was a broker for people who buy timeshares. She did the title work and all that stuff, and set these people up. And all these companies that sell timeshares would send all that to her, and that was her big thing. And she's kind of, I think she's not the only one that does it, but she's was a big, and her company is still going. She's a big part of that economy. So, um, let's see, I got to do that. Where was this? Um, her daughter, what did I have up there? Okay, I got it. Um, that water genie is still cold in the lake. It's like it's warmed up, but it's still cold. Um, but the lake is, it's a pretty nice lake that you live on. I've been around it a couple different times. I just wish they would allow boats in it, but I could take my little boat over there and go fishing. So anyhow, that's about that. Hey, I got to do something here. Everybody that knows me knows, those of you that are new, you're going to find out, but I read runes. And I use rune cards and rune stones. And I have a deck here, and I've pre-mixed them up and shuffled them and everything. And what I do normally on the show is I pull a card, and it it represents what's going to be coming, because that's my intent or my question when I ask the question when I pull a card. What's the theme of what's going to happen between now and Tuesday's show? Then Tuesday I pull another one. We check it out on Saturday. If that actually happened to you guys, it plays right along in there with the both of us. So I mixed the cards up already. I'm gonna pull a card. So here's the theme. Oh, everybody's going to be happy. This is, let's see if I can get it on there. There, you saw a little bit of it. It's, ooh, come on. Let me try closer. There, that's partly better. See the little symbol up in the upper corner there? That's the actual symbol. And what that means is friendship, optimism, aspirations, fortune, and soul. It's like everybody loves you, you love everybody. The world's going to get along fine. So if you're wondering how Mother's Day is going to go for the vast majority of people, it's going to be a good time. Nice, quiet maybe, or very filled with activity, but it's going to be a nice time. So don't worry about that. Um, Sharon comes on here, and she always tells jokes at some point during the show. And I guess because she's not here, I'm going to throw in a few jokes for you guys just for her. So the first one is, why do bumblebees, why do they have sticky hair? And question or answer is because they use a honeycomb. Da-da-da-da. I don't think so. What's brown and sticky? Really easy. What's brown and sticky? A stick. All right. Um, Two people walked into a bar. The third one ducked. All right, enough of that. I just had to get jokes in there somewhere. Um, okay, so let's see. Oh, Jeannie says, yeah, the kids jump in and it's freezing. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it's still not warm enough yet. That's why I'm kind of holding off on starting my fishing because it's not warm enough yet. Um, if you're watching this, give us a share on whatever platform you're on: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, LinkedIn. That's what we broadcast live on. I see there's somebody on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So anyhow, give us a share and give us a like, and it helps get the show out there. And I'm surprised today we have nobody checking in from overseas. It's all across the United States today. But uh, oh, what was her name? I'm still trying to figure that lady's name out. Stacy. I mean, um, Haley. I can't remember what her name was. Anyhow, check back with us on Tuesday at 1 o'clock, and I will have the information. I'll get her name from my wife. She'll tell me. All right. So I guess if you guys don't have any uh other questions. Oh, Xfinity application. I don't understand, Linda. What's that mean? Oh, the X? No, that's supposed to be Twitter, isn't it? Twitter changed to X, which I think was a good move, changing the name. What's the Xfinity application mean? Okay, you type it in if you want to. In the meantime, I want to tell everybody out there who's a mom, happy Mother's Day. You have a good weekend with it. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a nice time. So get involved with family if you want to, and make the most out of it. Oh, good. Bobby's with us. She's got a question about property. I'm getting serious about one. Will it go through? Oh yeah, somebody's hungry. That's like they want this sold. And if you, mm, I don't know what this means, but I keep seeing the number 8 with this, and it might have nothing to do with it. It might just be something I'm picking up with it that you'll never figure out. However, I want to say that you're close or exact or just under something about the money they want, and that's I think they will. Um, but yeah, it'll go. I think it'll go through. Haley says, "Thank you, Skip. That's why they call Payette the boomerang town. You always come back." That's funny. Yeah, because she moved back. She sold everything here and moved back. Debbie says, "Will I be moving again approximately in the fall, same state?" It would be more than likely yes. Um, in the fall, yeah, I think so. You want to get it done before the end of October. If you do, um, it would be a better timing for you. Um, I think, yeah, I think it would be a good time. And I think that, yeah, you will be moving. Bobby says, will the bank be good partial finance? Yeah. Um, yeah, they're looking for whatever bank you've been through. They're kind of looking for more business. They seem to be a conservative bank, but they are in a mode where let's do I don't want to say risky things. Let's just stretch our boundaries a little bit. And I think the bank would be a good bank for you to go through. It's just that sometimes it's hard for businesses to make changes. Um like stretching their boundaries, to branch out a little further with things. But I think, yeah, it should all fall together or come together pretty good. So, and I see Ashley joined us, or she's been with us. So say hi to Ashley. Um, okay, so you guys listen, this has been 35 minutes. It's a short show, unless you guys have more questions. Um, a credit union, yeah, there's the conservative part, but they're looking to stretch. So I would say good. It looks like it'll fall into place. Ashley says, "Hey Skip, send Sharon good vibes. I will. I'm pretty sure she's watching. She said, do you have any message for my husband, Alex, or me?" So let's, oops, I pushed the wrong button. There we go. Ashley. Ooh, you're going to be tempted. You guys are going to be tempted to buy something. I don't want to say it's spur of the moment, but it's kind of feeling like spur of the moment, or this opportunity just suddenly reappears again. The topic comes up. Um, and it's like it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't be bad, but sometimes after you buy something, and I don't want to say major expense, but a significant expense, um, sometimes you get like what do you call it? Buyer's remorse. And it's like it doesn't matter. You did good. You just go ahead and enjoy it. Know that it's something that will be around or be usable for a long time. So just that's the only thing that I'm picking up now. It's like this is just it's a good thing. So don't I think you both secretly or inside you both want this more than you normally would, and it's like go ahead and admit it and say, "Yep, let's do it. Pull the trigger," because I think it would benefit both of you. In fact, the whole family. So do that. And okay, Josie's with us. Hi, Josie. Um, I couldn't, Josie. I couldn't get your sound to work Wednesday night on the showcase. And I want to know, did you hear the things that were said when they read your psychometry reading that from the whoever had it on our psychics panel? But anyhow, she said, any suggestions on how to get my grandson interested in his future? Seems to be addicted to his phone and playing video games. Okay, this is what I get. You know how in the old movie things about when kids would go smoke a cigar and they get really sick to their stomach, they don't feel good, and they say, I'm never going to smoke again. If he's addicted to his games and his phone, it's summertime, buy him a course on coding or a course on how to write video games. Two things will happen. Two things could happen. He'll either get tired or sick of it and realize that there's more to happen than this being on the gadgets type thing, or he'll get really into it and pick himself a career for the future. That's what I saw in the cigar. Like give him more, make him smoke a cigar. Um, so I know that sounds kind of crazy and weird, but I think that will push him one way or the other. It'll it'll start to topple one way or the other is what I'm seeing. So Bobby, you're welcome. And Haley says, we'll do one more question relating to the fire in my apartment. I was asleep at the time and I woke up out of a dead sleep. Didn't smell any smoke or see any. Was my Uncle Gene there with me to wake me up? I feel like he was watching out for us. Gene. I don't see a Gene or getting connection with Gene. It could be. But what I'm going to tell you is you were definitely looked or watched over, looked at or watched over. There was somebody there, guardian angel, your Uncle Gene. I don't know who did this, but it's like somebody was making noise and pushing buttons, you pushing people. It's like, yeah, there was somebody there that was alerting. That's the best way to say it. Um, I don't know if it was Gene though. I'm not so sure. I'm gonna say no, I don't think it was. Um, but you're that's tough, man, to lose everything in a fire. Whew. Debbie says, hope Sharon's pain is sorted out and she can relax. Yeah, me too. Because she finally got to sleep last night at 5:30 in the morning. She was up and down, she said. Um, So this morning I was up and she got up and I gave her her pain medications and made her breakfast and some coffee, and I think she's still sitting in her recliner. So anyhow, you guys, this has been fun. I'm going to call it a day, and I'm going to say that remember that Sharon and I do the Psychic Spectrum Psychic Showcase. We have all kinds of events online and in person or both. Go to our psychicspectrum.com webpage, check it out, and have a good weekend and a happy Mother's Day. You guys see us next Tuesday. All right. Thanks a lot, and see you guys then. Thanks for joining in today, and thanks for the questions. All right.